Hi, welcome to this week's Prod of the Week. What's Prod of the Week? It's a gentle reminder, a dig in the ribs, just to get us thinking about something that perhaps might not necessarily be on the radar. All the subjects either come out of something that's happened with a client, one of the client sessions, or perhaps something read. This particular week, it actually came from an article that I wrote in our latest quarterly magazine. If you have not received it, jump over to our website, which is fluidbusiness.co.uk, and there's a link there to our quarterly magazines. The article was really about how the damage of getting focused on one thing. I talk about banging your head against a brick wall, and it was reinforced just in the last week in a session with one of my clients who's been sort of focused on one subject and keep banging and bashing and trying to resolve it. Whereas sometimes we just need to step back and realise that no matter what we do, we're probably not going to be able to change that situation. It certainly happened to me a few years ago. There was a particular person where I was trying to get them to change how they were doing something. It wasn't a client. It was another business owner I was involved with in a business, and I kept bashing away. And in the end, I thought, well, this just isn't working. And it's only when I stopped banging my head against the wall I realised that it had been giving me a headache. And as soon as you realise you have a headache, then you can actually do something about repairing or focusing on what you need to do to get rid of the headache. Because sometimes we just get so focused on one thing we can't see the wood for the trees. And it reminds me very much of a great video by Bob Newhart. It's just called Stop It. And if you haven't seen it, just dive into YouTube and put in Stop It by Bob Newhart. It's a great video, well worth a quick look. So basically, if you always do what you always did, you're always going to get what you always got. And that's really trite, but isn't it so true? So sometimes what we need to do is just step back, realise that perhaps the actions we're taking aren't going to make any difference. We have to decide first to stop doing what we're focused on, so that we can then start thinking about how can we change that input to get a revised output. So that's really the prod of the week is focus on the input rather than the output. If we keep focusing on the output and keep bashing away, we might never get there. Change the input. Stop, think, review, understand, and then change. So that's the prod of the week. Just take a moment to think about those things that it's just a recurring, we're getting a output that we're not happy with, and we keep bashing our head against that brick wall, and no matter what we're going to do is not going to change it. So hope you enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye now.